clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell. Hell. I've got some technical issues I need to sort out. I can't hear that. I don't know when they kick in. But anywho, that aside, this just organically came up with the other night when I posted the kind of idea, question, debate, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You could analyse this and put a start and a stop date on it, right? But like, the premise being the people who can remember pre and post internet life to a certain extent will, in generations to come, because let's hope the world won't end in Armageddon staying away, will we be known as the pre-post internet generation? And I mean that in the sense of, I think the explosion and the integration of internet into people's lives in time to come will be seen as such such a notable point of time as the Industrial Revolution, for example. Or the invention of the wheel. I think that I said it the other night as well, probably not the first. The next 9/11 will be somebody being able to turn the internet off. Can you imagine the internet getting switched off? Hold on, I'm just going to do it. No, that isn't a mic check. Right, that is working. That's all I wanted to know. So, in generations to come, as historians talk about, like I'm just about 42. I'm just about 42, and I can remember pre-internet life. So God, man, maybe people that are like, what, 35 can still remember maybe like pre-internet life to a certain extent. But we're going to grow up. Well, we're now growing up with a generation who will know nothing but having the internet. You know, it'll be like, for example, like the pre-post internet generation. It will be like us imagining not having a telephone. You know what I mean? It'll be that hard of a like kind of mental leap. But I definitely think, and I'm an authority in fuck all. But what I'm saying is, it's a very notable point in time if you can nail it down. That is who invented the internet, when did it start, all that jazz, right? The whole 9 yards. Amanda, females are more than welcome here. Shug, how you doing, my man? I'm going to set an EMP off. But in all seriousness, right, see if, I don't know, let's put yourself in the place of Ming the Merciless, right? Now, if you're Ming the Merciless, and you just want to fuck everything up, right, it's just your goal. Imagine switching the world's internet off, man. I don't know if it's possible, man. I'm not that technically minded or whatnot, but what I'm saying is the world wouldn't know what to do with itself. Fuck. How do I know what the weather's going to be like? Look out the window. You know, the world will be in an absolutely crazy ass fucking riots and stuff on the street. The internet goes down. Do card machines still work? I'm begging the question. I don't know the answer. Are they reliant on the interwebs? How will you phone your takeaways? How will we feed ourselves? I mean, it's a fucking shitstorm. Amanda, you're welcome. And invite your pals, Amanda. More women, the merrier. I shall imagine that, mate. How the hell would you know what bus to get on, what time, and when you would arrive if you didn't have Google Maps? Be fucked! Absolutely fucked! How many people out there, and this is a serious question, right? How many people out there realise the sun rises in the east and sets in the west? And that the North Star, the reason it's the North Star and it's in the fucking Bible, for fuck's sake, is because that's the only star that doesn't fucking move. But it's flat earth and all that, you know. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. I'm just talking about fucking Stone Age astronomy. The internet's managed to fucking bomb people's heads back to pre-Stone Age fucking retardationness. No, that looks flat. I don't even want to go down the flat earth route, but I'm allowed to ramble, man. But see the retards out there still fucking prompting this flat earth shit. And you're like, look me, I personally have seen the curvature of the earth. It was in a Polaroid picture, you know, before the mobile phones and all that. This was pre-internet. It was also before fucking Concorde became so fucking dangerous that they scrapped it. And I worked with a dude whose missus worked with British Airways. They used to get cheap or free Concorde flights or whatever. And the long and the short of it, this guy took pictures. Concorde flies higher than your average plane to reach your supersonic fucking speeds and whatnot. And you can see the curvature of the earth. You're that high. You can see the curvature of the earth with your own eyes. Think how many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people have flown on Concorde. Have all these people been fucking like bamboozled with and you put this to a flat tard and they're like, concave windows. You're like, fucking hell, mate, you're grasping at straws here, you fucking loon ball. But anyway, if you want to believe in flat earth, Baron, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'll leave that down to 2,500 years of fucking smart motherfuckers that realised that we were on a fucking globe instead of a flat earth. You know, people that could see beyond the imaginary curve. Well, I've not imagined it. I've seen it. Polaroid pictures since before Photoshop was even invented. Don't even think fucking Apple had a fucking computer back then, man. Fuck's sake. Anywho's. We are going to go down as the pre-post internet generation, and I think we're naive to think that there wasn't people in the know that seen this coming, if you get me. And thus started planting their seeds, if you want to call it that. Because it was the Wild West of media, wasn't it? It was decentralisation of media, which allowed any Tom, Dick and Harry to skip that government rules, regulations, whatever you want to call it, and just get right inside your nut and tell you what you think about. I mean, I remember, like, back in my fucking conspirator days, ball deep in Alex Jones and shit, and I'm like, hold on, man. I know more about guns, thanks to Alex Jones, than any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, or the 10 million Arnold Schwarzenegger movies I've watched. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? I know more about the founding fathers of America and the inner workings and the structure of the American political system than I do the British. Thanks to Alex Jones. And then I'm sitting here going like that. But that started me on my journey, and his obvious bias over what's happening in Israel and stuff, you know, but it's just par for the course. Maybe we should be talking about some genocide. We should put some genocide live on, you know. So Amanda, I'm a golden oldie, but I shall pass your channel info around. Good luck. I hate the Earth stuff too, but I did look into it before realising it's a bag of shite. Well, that's the route to go, innit? Check it out for yourself, come to your own conclusion. I mean, here's another, I'm going to make a wee short video with this. It's just a concept, right? I said it last night, man, and I thought it was, I can't remember what I called it, but I think it was profound. And I'm going to make, hold on, I'm going to write this down because I will forget. Like, I've definitely got fucking onset of dementia. Just like a kinda. Alright, aye. Oh no, I've got it. Right, so the video I want to make is why would truthers lie to you? Right? Truthers. If I want to be a bit more aggressive, I'll probably say the truth industrial complex, but I don't want to put people who aren't open to this way of thinking off by framing it as the truth industrial complex. But just a question, why would truthers lie to you? Right? Because you bounce into it, like, I don't know, man, as I said, I'm a fucking stupid simpleton, man, so I bounced into the truther movement thinking it was about truth. And then quickly came to realise, no, it's not. Right? And then, fast forward, I keep saying 10 years. That was fucking 14, that was 4 years ago. So it was about 14, 15 years I've been body eating this shit. And here's where my head's at the moment. Right? After the advent and the explosion, the nuclear bomb of the internet, what has happened, right? What's happened? What has it predominantly done? It's made people lose confidence in everything. Not everybody, you know, not everybody, but a section of society. And I'm noticing that section of society is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So and I was part of that, and now I'm laying off it, and I'm like, whoa, hold your horses. But if, let's say you're Ming the Merciless and you know the internet's going to happen and shit, right, and you're like, right, what can I do with this? Right, so you make people lose confidence in everything, to the extent where people will believe in flat earth, fake snow, a million and another one retarded bits of shit that's out there in the fucking conspirator realm. The people will be bamboozled by, and then you're sitting back and go, like, why? What's the purpose? Flat earth, why? What? Well, and the shortest version, like, if you make people lose confidence in everything, you can fill their head with anything. And if you get people to lose confidence in everything, but you gain their confidence through the internet doesn't lie to you, the TV and newspapers does, right? Because there's still a lot of people in that narrative. Sheeple. Sheeple. Bet you they watch the BBC News. You know what? See, the people that watch the BBC News, they're less tuned to the moon than the cunts that are fucking watching 24 hours of fucking YouTube. There's my opinion. But again, what's the purpose of this obvious explosion of information made to manipulate the masses into losing confidence in fucking everything? Money, food, air, water, clothes, culture, music. Fucking the list is endless. The list is fucking endless. So what's the purpose? As I said, if somebody can come along and make you lose confidence in everything you ever fucking thought you ever fucking knew, and they gain your confidence through telling you that shit, then they can fill your head with anything they want. Again, this is just a stupid ass fucking theory. This is ramblings of a mad man's mind. And do you want to know the crazy thing? I think I'm fucking closer than most. The whole fucking complex shit that's going on in Israel, you know, that could be ended in a day. It'd be ended in a day if there was a will. There's a way. Why doesn't he stop selling them the bombs and bullets that they're killing each other with? It ain't that fucking hard to comprehend, right? So then you beg the question, right, so why aren't they stopping selling them the bombs and bullets that they're killing each other with? Well, because they want this. They want an endless quagmire between Christendom and fucking kicking out the Muslims for the Holy Land, and they're quite happy to fucking use the whole religion and every fucking Jew as a human shield and soldier in the name of Christendom. And that's where my crazy head's at. But again, I'll say, I think I'm closer than most people. I remember fucking back in my fucking I Hate Jews days, getting introduced to Orthodox Jews. It took me ages to get my head around it, you know. I was like, oh, I can't comprehend this. It's because I was fucking living in this comic book land where every Jew had been painted as some sort of a like fucking evil deity sent here to fucking kill us all, you know. My head's not there anymore. Maybe I'm took over by the fucking lizard people. Who knows? But it's just not where my head's at anymore. But anywho's, so Croy Magnon? Cro-Magnon? Don't know. I'm lost. I'm female, Amanda. Oh, good. And I was going to go down the whole fucking transgender fucking bathroom fucking route thing, but again, it's tried and tested. When is this ever actually going to affect anybody's real life? You know, none of this shit does. But the trick is to get you emotionally involved in it so much that you get politically involved. Look what the Truther movement has done. Politically motivated a lot of people who otherwise might have been sitting playing Minecraft because of the power of JFK's assassination, Bigfoot, UFOs, fucking Antarctica. What's the main conspiracies out there? The earth is flat. Shug, hopefully you're keeping well, mate. That was a fucking shocker the night, Shug. Mate, I had a build a bet on, right? Scotland to win, both teams to score, and I got fives on it and stuck a knicker on it, so I got a nice wee $6 back. But fucking Norway, the prick, scored in the last 10 minutes. But anyway, I digress. So, you know, I just remember Amanda was saying she's a golden oldie. Now, you don't need to put a number on it, Amanda, but that means that you're pre and post internet generation. Now, my mum was in the late 70s, right? So she is pre and post internet, but she cannot get her fucking head round the internet. See, trying to explain things to her and stuff, it's the most. And I've not got a patience of a saint, man. I've got the patience of a gnat. And trying to explain and the ship has sailed for her, so fair dues. You know what I mean? Does they make it any easier trying to explain that stuff? So I think in the future we will be known. There will be people discussing the generation of people who could remember pre and post internet. Because there's it's like two different worlds. It's like it's electricity, pre and post electricity. You imagine fucking electricity not being there? What the fuck? That's riot. But maybe the next 9/11 will be the internet getting switched off. I think it will. In fact, I think it will. It's a possibility. I just know, and I think it's pretty damn obvious, if there was an on-off switch for the world's internet, and I mean like a universal on-off switch, but I think the whole nature of the internet means that there isn't a centralised on-off switch. It's a web. I don't know why they came up with the name interwebs. The interweb. The internet. The net. It's a web. I believe that's my simplistic way of fucking thinking about this shit. I'm not technical at all. Everyone will finally look up. Aye. Definitely, if the internet was switched off, people would have to engage with each other again, man. I think it's a good thing or a bad thing. But what I noticed, right, and I think everybody notices it, if not does it themselves, right? It's nothing more than a fucking annoying, pestering kid, right, when you're trying to do X, Y, or Z or something. And that tablet, it's nowadays the tablet, and the tablet or the phone is just used as like, it's like a fucking sedative, man. It's like, here. And here, listen. Done it myself. Probably do it again in the future. I'm just observing what I'm noticing, and like fucking anybody that's had to look after small children and whatnot knows how fucking you would do anything just to go and take a shit in peace. You know what I mean? All right, Martin, how you doing, my man? A web of lies. Well, I mean, it's enabled anybody to spew any old shit very convincingly. I mean, like, they fucking roll any jobby and fucking the best glitter out there, stick it up on the shitternet. Could that work? Right, hold on. I don't know if this is... Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Oh no, it's just a conference, man. Anyway, Martin, it's also, for me personally, it's also opened my eyes to how discerning you have to be with everything that's out there. You know, back in the day, you would read the newspapers and you'd be like, that's what happened. That's it. Because that's all you've got. Now you've got this absolute fucking, pretty much infinite amount of fucking nodding heads, opinions, theories, so on and so forth. And it's really hard to wade through the shit. And this is why I think we're all getting manipulated by the internet by some really smart folks, because they do what do they call it? Focus groups. They do focus groups. They'll be able to go like that, like see what was it, Stockholm syndrome and all that kind of shit. They'll know the percentages of like if I say the Earth is flat, they'll know that fucking at least 1% or whatever percent it is. I'm just pulling it out Mars. Will believe that and run with it. And let's be honest. I think evolutionary speaking, the fucking still dumb motherfuckers, man. No, I'd like to think so. I'd take to think this is the peak of our fucking abilities, like fucking Windy lickers bouncing about trying to fucking convince you fucking the Earth is flat. What the fuck? What was he doing? Oh, I'm trying to think of. I don't even want to pick this dude, but he's a Glaswegian man and he's pure fucking, he's like militant in the flat earth shit. And he went up to this is why I like telling this story, he went up to a Celtic player, Lee Griffiths, who's had fucking mental problems. That isn't a joke, it's just a reality in it, and he's got my sympathy for that, but I'm just saying. And he's went up to Lee Griffiths at Parkhead. He's fucking managed to get him in his car and he's filming him. He's like, you ever seen bendy water? You ever seen bendy water? You ever seen bendy water? I'm like, mate, have you ever poured a pint? Have you ever been a wee small guy like that, trying to fucking get as much juice in your cup as you can and you're like, overfill it? But it fucking does that wee... There's more than what should be there. Because there's bendy water. You ever seen those wee insects? I don't know what fucking they're called, but they run along water. Because they've got like wee padded feet, like snowshoes kind of idea, you know, fucking hell. I've got brain damage. Disparate, oh fucking hell. Fucking even out the fucking way evenly kind of thing. That word I can't fucking think of right now. And they can run across water. Surface tension, and then like the whole flat earth thing as well, like a lot here, right, mate, and I understand you can't get your head round gravity, right, and I don't know if he's ever, I'm getting all this third party by the way, because I don't entertain flat tards at all. Within like 30 seconds I need to switch off, man. I'm like, nah, can't be doing with this, but I'm going. I know somebody who tunes in for pure entertainment values into this guy beyond the imaginary curve and shit. And this guy's just fucking. His idea, his theory of gravity is the flat Earth has got that flying. It's just moving. So, like if you jump up. You're no falling back down. You're jumping up and then the Earth is catching up with you because the Earth is fucking flying through whatever space or whatever fucking dimension these cunts stay in, man. It's fucking hilarious, man. It's brilliant. And then you need to believe in the whole fucking worldwide. How many amateur astronomers are out there? How many? It's got to be in the millions. If not the fucking billions. Got to be, right? And they're all observing these stars, all fucking spinning round the North Star, you know, so important it's in the fucking Bible and shit. And everybody can understand the premise that we're on a fucking sphere, like the people, the Babylonians, and the Stone Age could under fucking stand. Do you want to know why? Because they didn't have fucking Google, they didn't have TV, BBC, ITV, EastEnders, Coronation Street, the fucking... couldn't live without Coronation Street. But anyway, they didn't have all these distractions, so at night time after they stopped fucking having their harem and masturbating, they would look up at the sky and there was no light pollution, so they would see everything and they would go, and think about that shit a lot because they had fuck all else to do. And then they fucking actually came to the theory that, yeah, hold on, maybe we're in a fucking globe because it looks like we're all like kind of spinning. And then they're like, look, you know, and these motherfuckers could actually like conceive something they can't see. The dumb motherfuckers, like Flat Earth is just an example, right? But it goes for all the crazy conspiracies that get fucking portrayed. Right? But let's just use Flat Earth as one. It's because there's some people, and as I said, they do their focus groups, People know that there's a certain percentage of the population out there that are just dumb fucks. Let's be honest, there's a certain, God knows the percentage. I certainly don't class myself as clever, but I would never believe in flat earth. Just because I do my due diligence and like fucking check shit out, man. But anyway, sorry, man. Ramblings of a madman's mind. But that's just one example of how people can get manipulated. And this guy, the bendy water guy, got the fucking Celtic player and he's like, have you ever seen bendy water? And the Celtic player's like, no. What? Do you know what, man? If I fucking had, I would get a glass and like fucking, overflow it with beer, so you've got that wee fucking ball hair of fuck surface tension created by gravity and physics that exists. God knows, maybe in years to come, fucking Einstein will be proven to be wrong. But the nuclear bomb kinda proves he was fucking on the right page. Nuclear power stations shows that cunt knew what he was talking about. And I remember like pre-internet watching Channel 4 programmes because it was fascinating. It was about Einstein's theory of relativity. E equals MC squared, it's just like fucking letters on a fucking board, doesn't mean nothing to no cunt, right? Till you investigate it, and I'm not saying I've got my head round it. I can understand the premise, and I've heard people, very smart motherfuckers, explaining the premise of the theory of relativity, which builds into gravity and shit, and I could kind of grasp the concept. It made sense to me, or I could see it making sense. And if he's unaware of this, like I'll tell you the way I remember it getting described, and it was like, how was it? This is pre-internet, so fuck knows what age I was, man. Teenager, early teens, watching a Channel 4 programme about fucking Einstein and the theory of relativity. I don't even think I was a fucking chronic smoker at that point. Anywho, but they were talking about mass and how mass existing in space creates gravity because it creates an indentation. It was talking about time travel and all that shit, right? But what it was saying is like mass. Oh, here, look, I've actually. Well, look, it looks like I've fucking got a prop. It's just an orange I'm fucking eating. Tangerine, actually. But anyway, so we're talking about mass, boom, and that creates like a suction because like time and space is like a bit of paper, or a bit of cling film is probably better, right? So if you put a bit of cling film and you think of time as space as that cling film, and then you get a bit of mass and put it on that, right? But the cling film's tight, but you putting that mass, that weight on that, gravitates it down and creates a kind of like, what would you call it? Like a wee worm, at the start of a wee wormhole, I suppose you would call it. And that's where you get your gravity from the sun, the biggest bit of mass. Boom. On the bit of paper, space and time, it creates that indentation, and that indentation, you can imagine it, like he's not like a sheet, I even fucking think he a sheet, pulling it kind of tight and putting like something in the middle. You get that kind of, the sheet will go down a bit, and around it will be this kind of circular, until it becomes tight again, if that makes any sense. I'm not doing a good job of this. But anyway, that's why you get in all solar systems, which has been observed, in all solar systems you get the sun in the middle, the biggest bit of mass. In space and time, which is like the bit of paper, the bit of cling film, the sheet of paper, and that's why you get things orbiting it, because of gravity. Because the gravity is created by the big bit of mass. And that's why Earth has its own gravity, but Earth is dictated to by the sun's gravity. And it goes for all the other planets and solar systems that we've observed. And then that's not even fucking going to fucking the black hole fucking thing, man. So there's an idiot trying to explain that shit to you, man. I don't know, man. Did I do a good job or not? Fuck knows, man. Physics 101. I don't know. I'm not. I hope I'm no fucking mansplaining or talking down to any cunt or anything. That's just how. It's the program. I can remember how I first started getting my head round those concepts, which, in my opinion, exist because flat Earths are fucking for idiots. But who am I? I mean, like, in all honesty, who the fuck am I to say the Earth isn't flat? Apart from somebody that looks into all the information and realises there's millions, if not billions, of astronomers alive on this planet today who can all observe the same shit and come to the same conclusion because, like, the science of fucking astronomy all fucking confirms this shit. Yeah, there's fucking still some shit up for grabs and all that, but the fucking fact that we're in a fucking solar system fucking going round a fucking sun, do you know what I mean? We fucking figured that shit out the day of the fucking sundials and stuff, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers want to scrap sundials. It was better than a flat earther explaining. Yeah, I'm no Einstein, and even if you do listen to Einstein trying to explain that shit, it's like explaining it. I'll listen to anybody trying to explain that shit. It's well above my fucking pay grade, man. I'm fucking clueless when it comes to that shit. That is for sure. But it's brilliant concepts to get your head round. And you need to remember it was Einstein's science that led up to the theorisation of the nuclear fucking bomb, which unfortunately or fortunately or whatever way you might fucking frame it, works. And Einstein was pre-internet, but they had the telegram. They had those phones you had to wind up. I think I'm going to really seriously need to pee. So serious that I do need to pee. But what I can do, or try to do, and I'll need to see if my Bluetooth holds up so I can hear it as well. Let's put on some Genocide Live. Who doesn't like a bit of Genocide Live? Also known as the news nowadays, by the way, if you're not aware of that.
Husband and her family. Former Vice President Al Gore referred to her as a remarkable leader in the area of mental health as well as for the needs of children. And that really was her mark from the time that she was the First Lady for the state of Georgia when Jimmy Carter was the governor there. She really carved out a path for herself, something that really wasn't frequent during that time, where she championed the mental health at the time when it was a stigma. And when she became First Lady, she created an office for that in the White House, where she not just tackled those issues, but also those for the aged and those with developmental disabilities. And even after the Carters left office, after his very short stint, one term, I think it was in 1981, they set up an organization called Habitat for Humanity, in which they built homes, spent about a year out of every year, for a few weeks out of every year, building homes. And then they both co-founded the Carter Foundation. And so a tremendous life and a tremendous legacy that a lot of people are remembering today.
And it is worth noting, isn't it, Shingai, that she is survived by her husband, Jimmy Carter, but he himself has been facing health issues as well recently.
Oh, dearie me.
Yes, he had been, and he entered into hospital.
So somebody's died. Oh, Jimmy Carter's missus. Another one bites the dust. Okay, no, in all honesty, that's a fucking shame. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of people might still be on the page, like all these people are just demons and eat babies in basements and shit like that. They're cogs in a larger machine. And that machine's fucking very capable of gobbling us all up. I would argue. Very capable of gobbling us all up. I remember been looking for a new place in the pick someone. Put a pic of a wall. I remember being looking for a new place. Sorry, man, I'm lost at that comment. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, buddy. Reframe it and send it for a stupid person. Oh my lord, what's that poor woman done to her fucking face? Oh man. Look, I'll even show you what I'm fucking talking about, man. That's a fucking shame. Look at her, right? You can see she was a gorgeous looking woman at some point. No, look, what the fuck have they done to her? Dragged one eye over to the left. Ah, man, I'm not even going to go down that route. It's a crying shame. Fucking God or whatever, nature's gave us perfection in fucking every country. See women that look like that, man, they fucking turn that. It's not attractive. I don't find it attractive at all. Like, number one, like visually, I don't find it attractive, and number two, it kinda, it's like it's like fucking it's like a warning light. A fucking this bitch is extra fucking mental, you know. Like women be mental. I understand that shit, right? But when they're walking around with faces like fucking that, and there was a poor girl. I love my Coronation Street. There was a poor girl on Coronation Street, and apparently she used to be in Hollyoaks as well, which is why her face kinda looked familiar. And oh my god, man! And see back in the day before she started fucking doing all that shit to her face. She would be like Jordan, or what's her name, Katie Price. Fucking beautiful fucking looking specimens of the human fucking species. And then they go and start going. And I swear, I'm still struggling to find a man who fucking. That's not true. There is a few dudes out there that dig that, right? But the vast majority of dudes fucking don't dig that at all. At all. For me, it's about symmetry, man. See, when you start fucking with the fucking symmetry of fucking in your face, man, you're fucked. I mean, look, check this poor woman out, man. I mean, I'm like, alright, she's definitely Russian or something, but look at her, man. What the fuck has she done to herself? Anyway, that's enough about that. Let me change the channel so I don't fucking 80s dial up. Remember, if you do enjoy these wee impromptu podcasts and whatnot, stick a wee thumbs up. That's much appreciated. I don't think you can do this anymore, but maybe you can Google it. But if you Google IE Media Podcasts, Big Marty in the chat, you'll get all the great stuff he puts up, man. Which looks superb, man. The production value's through the roof. I mean, he's a DJ dude, so he knows how to fucking make it sound, and I don't know. Well, jealous, man. He's got a fucking pure kick-ass looking studio fucking thing rocking, man. But I check out his podcasts, man. Pretty sure you can get them on places where you get your podcasts. Do you know what? No, that's hilarious. I was going to say I don't think I've ever downloaded a podcast, but that's not true. I used to download the No Agenda show all the time, but I never considered that a podcast. I just thought it was something I was downloading. If that makes any sense. But I think in years to come, it's been a wee half hour. In years to come, I think time will classify us who can remember pre and post internet life as the pre-post internet generation. Because see, remembering life without the internet, gone. Ship has sailed. When did the internet become 2000s, 2005? 2010 at the latest, when everybody had something in their pocket, more or less. I'm going to say between 2005 2010 was the explosion of internet and every cunt's fucking into everybody's life. So anybody born after 2005, they will not know life without Just Eat, Facebag, YouTube, the Chinkity Talk. They won't know it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is what it is. It is what it is. I just think it's very noteworthy, and I think some cunt out there should be paying predominantly me lots of money to sit down and talk about life pre-internet and film it and keep and keep that for prosperity, because people who can remember life without internet, they'll be gone shortly, man. Let's think, right? How long until every country can remember life without the internet's dead? Right, so I'm hitting 42, right? I can remember life without the internet. Stick another 5 on that. 50, 60 years. 50, 60 years until everybody who could ever remember a world without the internet did. There's no conspiracy in here. It's just I think it's just a fucking interesting, noteworthy thing to fucking think about, you know. And that's why I'm saying maybe the BBC, ITV, Sky News, Tickety Talk, any cunt should pay me lots and lots of money. Don't worry, I'll buy gold. And I'll tell them about what I can remember about fucking life prior to the internet, and they can store it for prosperity. And then in years to come, you know, when Bill and Ted's kids are kicking about and all that, everybody's seen Bill and everybody knows Bill and Ted's had kids. When your kids are kicking about in the future and shit, they'll be able to go, watch this, and they'll be like, whoa, man! There was a time before the internet, dude! Anyway, listen, I'm going to do it off because I'm fucking starving here. And there's not much more to add. The poll says 83%. 6 people voted. 83% says we will be known as the pre-post internet generation. I would like this to be saved for prosperity, so when future historians use the pre-post thing with generation, I can claim it from my own from the grave. Beautiful. Then it was like the phone in like 67 years time span, and it was like the phone, you couldn't just let an answering machine get it. You were expected to have a phone and be connected immediately and all. I would love to get in that phone booth with Bill and Ted, man, and just see what the fucking hell that crazy ass future that we're walking into looks like. I'm already getting to the age where I'm like, oh, I want to go back to smoke signals. Or vape signals at the very least. But anyway, hopefully you have a good night, everybody, and this is maybe provoked some worthwhile thoughts in your head. Some stuff to talk about amongst your family or friends about being the pre-post-internet generation. Look, see, you can tell, look, like a fucking slave. Granted, it's somebody whose TikTok name is TikToker. That's pretty smart, innit? TikToker. Liked my video. What video was it? The TikToker. Shit, I'm naming and shaming him.
Alrighty, boob tubes and tickety talk land. I'm a happy man, Scotland. I've just went 3-2 up, and my bet is coming off.
Fuck you, no way.
Anywho, balance can be the key. Now, when I say these sort of things, predominantly I'm speaking to myself. Then I say, well, if this is the kind of shit that in our dialogue I'm saying to myself, might help out others. Because balance was something that used to be in the forefront of my mind. Armstrong, great stuff. Balance used to be something that was on the forefront of my mind, and for whatever reason, right, and I don't want to just go lockdown, right, but fucking lockdown put my head through the masher, and balance is something I completely forgot about. No, I completely forgot about it. It's chasing one extreme or the other. Instead of like, hold on here, instead of stressing your pits out, there's a middle road. Rather than having to be on one extreme or the other, and this can apply in many aspects of your life. So anywho, and what spurred me on to say this is for the first time in 10 months I got myself back to the gym today.
Wait, there's not much left and I'm getting a sore arm for holding that up so long. But my new TikTok is don't tell the Chinese Communist Party, right? Just amongst us. I need to fucking look at the name here. Lord Kips of my clips. Lord Kip of the clips. That was very fucking close to happening, man. So there is the tickety talk. If that even ever focuses. Because it's like Lord _ Kips of my clips. XXX. It's not a tick talker, it's a chinkety talker. Oh man. Nah, my TikTok getting kicked fucking off. It's not, I don't, well of course it's pissed me off, man. I put effort into getting a wee fucking 1,000 fucking followers and all that together, man, and doing a wee video and I was having shits and giggles and all that. And then cause the Chinaman can't handle fucking some cunt with a Hitler haircut and a Hitler tash asking why Hitler has got a monopoly on the Hitler tash. And then asking why the Chinkies don't have a fucking sense of humour. Kind of proving all my points. I'm telling cunts a day in the steam room about the fucking Hitler tashing, man. They're like, what? Probably stuff you should keep to yourself, man. Nah, well worth it. Well worth it, man. It was well worth it. Thank you for your time. Thanks everybody that has watched. If you do appreciate it, stick a wee thumbs up. Sub and bell up and all that, man, because when I'm putting stuff on, I do not know if I'm in the right headspace, I'll do shit. For stuff worth talking about, I'll do shit. Otherwise, it's just genocide live, innit? I'm just gonna just... Oh, fuck, man. Oh. I'm noticing it everywhere, man. Everywhere. Every cunt's arseholes twitching against everybody else's arseholes, man. It's mental. It's really, 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 really mental. But I'm staying behind locked doors with my claymore. I'll be alright. Have a good night, y'all. Catchies. Get it? Got it. Good. No cats or cheese were harmed in the filming of this clip. Catchies. Keeps clips. And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of here.